Feeling dirty? Make sure to stay tuned in for the dirty truth. Coming up next.
Back, Dirty Truth Radio, Fred Hawthorne, Lady Roselle, and we gave you a nickname last week. What did we say? Adorable Amanda. You like that? I don't like it, but we'll go with that. Adorable Amanda. Hey, for those of you who don't know, I've been getting attacked off the air like crazy.
I'm not
She's
attacking
angry,
you.
probably because the topic is cheating men is bringing back so many bad, terrible memories. I don't know. And you should be happy. You just came back from the happiest place on earth. You should be ecstatic. It's a beautiful Tuesday, and we have a great topic. The topic for those of you who don't know is cheating men. And I have no experience with the cheating men, so we're going to lean on these two young ladies to give us some expertise on that topic. But before we get into it, we ask
What?
What?
No, because just have to say, PMS is true. It's not bullshit.
I didn't want to
So
say
when a woman says, get out of my way, get out of her way.
So you're PMSing, and you just came to left it. Are you okay? You good too? Or is it going that way? Oh God! See,
bothered by one of my friends, but
okay, good. Okay, all right. Let's go into the questions.
Okay. How to tell my partner that I need more excitement in bed without demasculating him?
Good question. Hi.
well, how to tell your partner? Basically, you take the initiative in your hand, and you open that can of worms, so you can have him to gradually grow into it. Pretty much, that's what I would do as a woman. Instead of him like, oh, hey, you need to do such and such and such. Then that's taking his masculinity. So as a woman, you just gradually work your way in there. Why don't you be spontaneous and you take the initiative and help him out in that situation?
Go ahead.
The hamburger approach. I can't hear myself. Are we on off? We good? Okay.
Good.
The hamburger approach. It's like a hamburger bun, right? So you got compliment, substance, compliment. So for example, if you need more sex, you would say, hey baby, I really love you. I enjoy spending time with you. I think sex with you is amazing. Compliment. Hamburger, substance. Baby, you are so great in bed that I need more sex from you.
But a lot
like
of
3 to 5 times a week I need. And the reason why I feel we should have sex more is because I think it has a natural, it keeps us connected. You know, and I ultimately want to please you at the end of the day. See, compliment, substance, compliment.
When you say excitement, I don't think it's the quantity of intercourse they're having. I think it's excitement, like if she wants to do it in public, if she wants to do it, 3 ways.
Exactly.
Like maybe there's
3 ways. You have experience 3 ways?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying because she said excitement, so I'm thinking maybe
You want
it's
2 men or 2
out of the ordinary, out of the norm, or for example, maybe she wants him to go down on her. How
That's
could you
terribly
tell?
sexy.
I mean, really, how could you tell your partner, baby, I would like you to go down on me more often without demasculating him?
How would you?
Yeah, how would you?
You want the man to
Just
go down on
push
you?
his head down.
You want the man to go down on you?
Yeah.
Send him a text. Call him. Be like, I can't wait to pleasure you tonight. You're telling him, I can't wait to pleasure you tonight. And his endorphins, his excitement, or his testosterone will heighten. And he'll say, I want to please my wife tonight. I want to please my partner tonight. And in turn, and if that doesn't work, you just write him a letter. I enjoy hamburger effect, compliment, substance. I enjoy your tongue on my clit. I love when you pleasure me orally.
It's really something very kind of like vocal. Like,
Vocal, like using your tongue?
Yeah, no, I mean, don't sugarcoat it.
Right. So what happens when the man can't handle that? 9 times out of 10 now, men can't handle the woman being vocal because they're thinking they're doing everything. So what do you do then? You can't.
Remember
use the
when Lulu
effect.
said that most of the men think they're
go.
giving good, good dick, but they ain't. See, some of the men think they're really giving it good.
Exactly.
Are you getting it good?
Wow. TMI.
All right.
TMI.
Because you said it like a third person. Like some of the men think that like
No,
like
remember
you're getting
when,
it good.
No, I was not here when you and Lulu and Corey had
I remember
that,
she said that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
when the orgasm buffer of women's soul. That was the topic because Lulu said most of the men think they're giving good dick, but
They're not.
They're not.
They're not.
So it's most of the worries of women is to connect, to tell their partner, hey, I would like to do this. I would like to try this without demasculating their partner.
Right.
It's challenging. I would agree with both of y'all to some degree as it relates to how you say it. You, remember, it's the messenger is always more. The message is important, but you always got to have a receiver to your message, right? So if you tune him out, you have no messenger. So you have to, like you spoke about this 5, 6, 7 weeks ago, learning a man's language, right? So with that being said, if he is your partner, you know how to make him jump up and down, and or you know how to make him walk out the door, right? So what I'm saying is you have to learn that language, and once you learn that language of your man, then it becomes slightly easier. But at the end of the day, men can handle truth without a filter, but you have to expect a wrath coming back because that's how we're bred. But at the end of the day, we can accept the truth, but we have to maneuver ourselves in a manner vigorously and more violently, and then we'll accept the truth. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
No?
And I really think that if a man really cares about the women, he will really try in the best he can to please.
He is
his
trying.
women.
It's just not working.
She's just
He got an
she
out
just
of
knows how to push
he
his
got an
buttons.
out of service sticker on his zipper.
Okay,
All
next
right, what's the
one.
last question?
Yes,
Okay.
the last question is, my friend is still dating other men. So it's the two girls.
It's a woman, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, not a gay
Even
couple.
though she agreed to be in an exclusive relationship, I did talk to her, but still no change. Should I mention this behavior to her
Oh
boyfriend?
hell no.
Right?
Are you
Absolutely
retarded? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely not. Go ahead.
No, I'm
You're
just gonna
welcome.
say,
No.
I know, but
stay
That's
out of the
drama.
way. No. It's not your job to be the stop and go sign of their relationship. That's not your responsibility. Your job is to support your best friend. If you don't agree with your best friend, you tell your best friend that this is wrong. There are some secrets that my boy that we share that no one will ever know. No one will ever know except the 2 or 3 guys that are in my circle, and that's it. These truths that we hold will never be told. From my secrets to their secrets to their secrets. But in terms of a woman telling on another woman, I mean, men don't do that. Actually, women don't even respect. This is just my experience. Women don't even respect men who tattletale.
That is very true.
It's like, dude, are you what? You're weak. You're soft. You're
Exactly.
not a man.
No
you know?
backbone.
No backbone, right? So it's like, no, girl, please. Child, please.
But then what's her real motive is the question.
Yeah.
Is it that you attracted
That's
to
a
him
good-
and
you're
you
right.
want him? Because that's the only reason why most women would do something like that. Because otherwise, why are you worried about his feelings when she's your girl? Basically.
Maybe it's just like ethic. Maybe it's just moral. I would think with me, if I don't want to be a part of it, I would just let her know this is how I feel about the situation,
Sure.
and never use my name as an excuse to your boyfriend if you're with another man.
But that's going to happen
Yeah,
regardless.
that's probably. I think she should just set a boundaries, but don't go to the.
You can't go
boyfriend.
to the man. No,
No, you
because
can't go to the man.
it
Just set
ruins
boundaries.
It ruins all 3 relationships. It ruins a relationship with girl to girl, best friend to guy, and guy to girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? So all 3, that whole paradigm, that whole triangle is just is gone.
There's another question actually, but it actually goes to our topic.
Well, let's lead it in. Let's see. So the topic of our show tonight is cheating men, and how we came to this. We had something on not Twitter, but Instagram. I don't have Instagram.
Because they're saying that women cheat is because of a man's fault. If
Why
women
every
cheat,
time? Even if a woman cheat, it's a man's fault, and when a man cheat, it's a man's fault.
Yep.
Oh God,
Yeah,
you gotta be
well.
kidding me. Are you
Yep.
serious?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Yes.
Shoot. Why are we always to blame for your faults?
It's not. It's I'm not saying 100%. There's always exception to the rule,
Sure.
but the rule is biology is saying that women are not innate to cheat. So therefore, when a woman cheats, it's because there's something missing from that relationship, and usually when she's not getting
is
it
very
from
true.
her man.
That's very true. Same
she
as
does-
vice versa as a man too. Same. It
I-
goes both ways.
I think when it's a choice to cheat. It's not something that like Chris Rock said, "Oh, I just happened to fall." No, you didn't just happen to fall. And go ahead. What?
Have you
Cut me off. Go ahead.
heard a woman not talk about her missing something in a relationship?
Well, a man is
That's all
missing
we
something.
do.
No, a man is
That's
missing
all we
something.
do talk about. We talk about our feelings. Hey, you're not calling me enough. Hey, you're not hugging
No
me enough.
one,
you're
no
not kissing
person
me
is
enough.
all things to the next person.
Uh-huh.
So even when you're saying you're missing, we're missing something too. We're missing. It's not like you're everything to your man or I'm everything to my woman. No, it doesn't work that way.
But the thing is with men, they don't talk about feelings.
It's not
There's
about
something there, like this is a man will say, baby, I would like to do this, but they don't talk about emotions.
That is true.
So therefore, women is just kind of like clueless, like a dead deer. Like, I don't know what's going on. I didn't know this is how he feels. So it's actually, it's still man's fault when he cheats.
Yes, because women express themselves so many times, but in various ways, and men don't listen. Be real with you. They don't. And yes, it is. I do agree with you to a certain extent. It is a choice of cheating because some people do think like, you know what, this is what I want. I feel like I want something new. I want something exciting. This is to keep my relationship over here going. So yes, it can happen that way. Because I know if I decide to cheat on something, it's a choice I've made, and I've thought long and hard about it.
But the reason behind that,
God,
that
stop
choice.
saying that. It's not the man's fault that a woman's cheat. It's not.
But it can be.
Most
because
of
if
the
I'm
time.
unhappy-
No, it cannot be. It cannot.
How can you say
I'm
that?
just
Which
saying.
We
human?
got 10 seconds. Go ahead, shoot.
Most of the time is because women are just that vindictive.
All right, we're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I'm
We
gonna have
got
to
Fredo hot.
I'm gonna have to go get my World Championship WBC gloves because I don't agree that it's a man's fault when a woman. So we're coming back and we're gonna hash out this argument between. It's 2 against 1, but it's not nothing I can't handle. So we'll get back to it. Dirty Truth Radio, Adorable Amanda and Lady Roselle. We'll be right back in 2 minutes, guys. Thanks.
Girl, you know I love you. No matter.
Building a custom home or business is a huge deal. For some, it's the largest project they'll take on in a lifetime. Choosing your team may be the most important part of ensuring a successful building project. Starting a project by working closely with Core Design will create what's just right for your lifestyle and your property. But selecting the right builder is perhaps the most important part of creating the team. At Core Design's customer service, quality craftsmanship, and integrity are the keys to our company philosophy. Your custom construction dreams are just a phone call away. Core Design at 213-453-1609. Once again, that number is 213-453-1609.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number 1 Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number 1. There's only number 1. There's only number 1.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
We are back.
Oh, we're back.
We're still talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, how your kids? Huh? So obviously, you see what we're talking about. We try not to talk about the topic so we can keep it fresh.
No, I was just telling him that our previous guest, Sasha, is going to compete for CPDC in a couple of weeks. So,
Where's that?
Here in Los Angeles.
Oh, so we got to go out and support her.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys should actually watch it. It's really good.
The only polls I want to see are in strip clubs. I just
No, you cannot bring singles. Hi, Sasha.
What's up, Sasha? So getting back on topic. Before we left, y'all two blame men for the white women cheat, but I want to get into a maybe a 1-minute monologue about men. People misunderstand. I'm going to represent all men in America, right? The only thing that men are not allowed to cheat on is they women. I give a great example. When a man plays sports, you're not trying to win if you're not cheating, right? When you go to college, you're trying to gain the upper hand on your contemporaries, whether it's stealing their notes, spending extra hours in the lab, seeing what they're doing, or if you're the CEO of a company, you rig the books to show that you're making more money. You steal employees from another corporation because they're working harder, right? You offer them $2 more, $300, $500, whatever, a few dollars more. However, when it comes to women, it is the only thing in life where, quote unquote, where it's not socially acceptable to cheat. Like if you went home and said, "Hey, my boy got this job because he overstepped the guy and got the job." Oh, it's okay. It's cool. It's a great job. Little Johnny didn't get the job, but you ran around him. You nepotism or whatever it took for you to get the job, which is cheating, which is illegal. You say, "Oh, he got the job. Good. My man got the job." However, when the man says, "Hey, I think I should be with 2 women. I think 2 women are better than 1." It just,
it's a taboo.
It just throws everything up in smoke. Like, oh. So I see. Here's my and I say, me and my guys talk about this all the time. We can throw our testosterone around as long as we want, as much as we can, except when it comes to multiple women. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this to the day I die. Monogamy is a learned behavior for a man.
Yep.
Men do not come out the womb thinking about wearing a tuxedo with a cummerbund. We don't do that. We're not wired that way. We come out the womb, and the first thing dad throws us is a basketball, and our next conversation is about women. So
you just proven my point.
What point am I proving?
That when a woman cheats, it's a man's fault, and when a man cheats, it's still a man's fault.
Go ahead, Amanda. You're laughing. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
Nothing right now. I'm laughing at you because it's irritating you.
Just like you said, okay, biology says that man is not born to be monogamous. It's a learned behavior.
Sure.
Therefore, if he cheats, he didn't learn supposed to be these skills.
However, if a woman is more mature than men, right? If women are more, they say, "Oh, women grow 3 to 5 years quicker than a man." I don't know what the study shows. I'm just guesstimating right now. How come if she lacks self-control, she has the ability and the protocol to blame a man for her actions? If she's more mature, why isn't there personal accountability on her end?
I'm not saying there's no accountability on her.
No, don't. I said personal accountability. I didn't say accountability. I said personal accountability. Why isn't there personal accountability on her end? Don't take one word away from the other one. personal accountability. Why isn't there personal accountability?
Because I think when women get to that point that she's about to cheat or she cheated to her man, is she already did everything she can to talk to her man and there's something missing in the relationship. There is no way. It's not really in our DNA to cheat.
Basically.
It's not.
Most women are
I thought
faithful
about
to their
it.
man unless they're done something. But
I thought about it. It's just that my screen is just that I could not. I talked to so many women. They thought about it when there's something they know, even though they know their men are cheating, they still would not cheat.
Right.
It's not in our biology. So therefore, when it got to that point that she just pretty much jumped, and she said, I'm just gonna cheat. It's because there's no other options for her. She already talked to her man. And there's already man that giving her attention.
Okay. What are you going to say?
basically, I was just about to say, okay, so when it comes to cheating, is it really cheating just because you're boyfriend and girlfriend?
I know, what is cheating anyway? What
because
is
basically they're just two friends.
Uh-huh.
Technical terms,
Well,
biblically, right?
But when
Keep it
there's
real.
Keep it real.
That's just, no, seriously, because you hear that all the time. But why are you really upset? If a girlfriend and boyfriend, you really, when it comes down to it, you're really friends. Okay, it's not a real committed relationship. So why do you get upset if the man or the woman is cheating?
It is a committed relationship. I think it's a committed relationship towards marriage. So therefore, it's kind of like
Not
a practice.
all the time.
I think when there's already a conversation of commitment or exclusivity, therefore there should be a stamp of monogamy. The thing is, my problem is, what is cheating? Is talking to someone cheating?
By definition, and I'm gonna speak for men. When a woman confides in another man, that is cheating to a man.
What do you
because
mean?
Because let me get there. Because
That's interesting. I like this.
Stop looking at the camera. Look at me when I'm
No,
talking.
baby, I'm
because
not
I need
doing
you to
it.
fully understand what I'm saying.
No,
The
baby,
man
I'm not doing it.
hesitated
I'm
already.
already.
So when another, because remember, a man is tactile.
Mm-hmm.
He is the king of his throne. He is the head of that household. He is the king of that castle.
Uh-huh.
So everything in that to a man runs through him. Period. That's just how we are.
Territorial.
Territorial, yes. When we send out mail, it says Mr. and Mrs. It doesn't say Mrs. and Mr. Men are the king of his castle. And what I mean by when a woman confides in another man, that means she's basically saying, my man at home has less power. He's not as powerful as he think he is. In reality, how I view him. So when you allow another man mentally into your household, that's considered cheating.
That's a marriage. How about if it is just a long-term relationship or a boyfriend and girlfriend?
Go ahead.
I've seen this when some women talk to their male friends about their boyfriends. I find it very out of the line. Because
when a woman talks to
another male friends about her boyfriend.
Okay.
Or if she's having a problem with her boyfriend, I find it very disrespectful.
When a woman talks to a man.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
See, to girlfriends, I think that's very common. But to talk about your boyfriend to another male friend, it's just, for me, it's very disrespectful.
Oh, he's gonna prey on your weakness.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Leaving the door open to, like, say, for instance, when a situation does happen again, that's his way of getting to you. He's not really just a friend, because, like, as you know, men will wait as long as you allow them to wait. So being a friend, you can be friends for 12 years, and then all of a sudden you get in this relationship and he knows everything that's going on. So what he'll do is attack the things that you're going through in that relationship to get you. Next thing you know, you're cheating. But the grass is not always greener on the other side, and we always find that out.
But it still needs water. Both sides of the fence need water, so it doesn't matter whether you're cheating or not. But seriously, when you talk about boyfriend and girlfriend, when I was single, I had no concept of monogamy. I'm just being honest. I didn't know what monogamy was. I was in See, you got to understand, men are constantly in competition. And I'm one of the few men that wore my bravado on my sleeve, right? I wasn't ashamed to say, hey, when I was single, I'm dating XYZ. And if you want to be WV or whatever the letters, STU, I don't know the alphabet, but if you want to be them letters, you go right ahead. But I was not ashamed when I was single to say, hey, I got 4 girlfriends.
But
you want to be 5?
But the difference with you is, I remember you told me you never brought up monogamous or exclusivity with any of those women. So therefore, those women knew that it was just, a casual relationship.
A what?
A casual.
Okay,
casual relationship is not a monogamous relationship. So I have no problem with that. My problem is when men use exclusivity to bed a woman, and then once they bed the woman, all of a sudden.
Oh, it's part of the game. Go ahead. You want to say something? It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. But you said you never used that as a game because that was just probably the lowest card.
Yeah, it probably is one of the bottom cards. It's his Joker card. It's
there you go, the bottom card.
I have to use it because if I got to get this one, I done spent.
I know.
I done been on 4 dates and she ain't gave me none.
Right.
I done had 13 conversations and she ain't gave me none. I done took her kids' presents. She ain't gave me none. I done took the kids to dinner. She ain't gave me none. I done paid for the babysitter. She ain't gave me none.
And she wants exclusivity.
And she wants it. So guess what? She's gonna get exclusive. What's that word?
Exclusivity.
Yeah, that word. But she's gonna get that. And I honestly can't recall. I can't recall me saying I want. It's been so long. I can't recall. But what I can say, if I had to use it, it's because I wanted her bad enough. So I mean, kudos to men. I mean, man to man, we'll say, you weak. You're a weak ass motherfucker. You're weak. Yeah, your game is weak. But at the end of the day, like you sent me that. The first question men ask, and I don't want to stray away from the topic, is, did you get some? We don't want the details. The first when a man goes on a date, I have a single friend that I love dearly, and we talk all the time. And I say, did you get any? And if he says no, I'm like, why? What did you do wrong? And we have conversations about how to maneuver in and out. So next time you can be more successful, because it's only one. It's only one. It's you either pass or fail. You either get it or don't get it. That's it. It's no, I kissed her. I hugged her. I walked her to the door.
But if a man used that Joker.
Dirty Truth Radio. We'll be right back. This went by pretty fast, right? We got Adorable Amanda, Lady Roselle, and Angry Fred today. We'll be back. Dirty Truth Radio in 2 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Nurses Life Express provides unique apparel for all the hardworking nurses that wear many hats. It's apparel that expresses nurses' amazing, humorous, and caring personalities. After all, nurses are as influential as their united goal to help others. Nursing's not easy, but somebody's got to do it. For more information, please call 562-270-4312 or visit their website at www.nurselife.com. www.nurselyfe.com. Nurseslife.com, where nurses' lives are expressed.
3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch.
Make your team look like pros with custom lineup cards. Whether you are a travel team, rec team, all-star team, or just some old guys playing slow pitch, we can make your team look a little better with some custom lineup cards. For the umpire, for the opponent, for the scorekeeper, for the dugout, no matter where your lineup card goes, you will look like a big league team with your team logo and name on top of your personalized lineup card. Just visit CustomLineupCards.com. With the best prices in town, you are sure to hit a home run with us. Visit CustomLineupCards.com and go pro.
Are
you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Hi, I'm Alex Alanis.
And I'm Alonso Rodriguez.
And we are Real Estate Rant. Every Wednesday morning between 10 and 11 a.m.
Here at the towers of Rant Radio Network.
No problems, just solutions. Be sure to call in with your real estate problems, rants, questions, or comments, and let us try find you a solution.
Tell us about an experience, good or bad,
and finally bury the hatchet once and for all.
In the world of real estate, find a fresh perspective. There's a lot more than meets the eye.
Help us to ensure the public trust, one rant at a time.
I know, right? I'm getting texts on break. I got three texts on break. But anyway, we won't talk about these texts.
Fred was just giving me a compliment.
Why are you so selfish? This
I didn't
show
get
is not
one.
about you. This show was about we trying to help people out there get over cheating. And
If you don't want to be cheated on, take good care of yourself.
if you don't want to get cheated on, don't get in a relationship. But anyway, so I'm texting and you're doing, anyway. So we're back.
Like the vanity.
Yeah, it's not a vanity mirror. That's a camera, and people are watching you right now. You're so selfish. Anyhow, so let's get back. Enough about your selfishness. Let's talk about. We talked on break, and you guys are open to discussing about your cheating men. What do you think led to? We'll start with you, Lady Roselle. Let's start with what do you believe led to your man actually cheating, or what was the symptoms? Did you see it? Talk.
Was there, at first I thought he was just like an idiot for doing it. Like I could not see it that I had a part for why he ended up cheating. And then I realized it was because I was more of a mother rather than a wife. When you become a mom, like everything, you take care of everything, the house, the kids, work. And then the last part is the husband. And the thing is, like, before you had all of those things, there was a husband first. So I forgot to be a wife. So he ended up going somewhere that he could give him more affection.
More affection.
But I asked him why, he could not answer me. He would just say he's stupid. He was stupid for doing it.
I feel the echoes in your voice. So
Oh,
it
really?
still kind of resonates. Pain still resonates when you mention
No,
that?
no.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like,
No, it's my
Like,
sore
no.
throat.
Like, no, don't get it twisted.
No. We're good
so
now.
did you forgive him? Did you forgive him after you
Yes,
found out? And how long did you stay in a relationship post cheating?
I left. As soon I found out, like around November or December, I moved out of the house right away. And then I filed for divorce 4 months after. But I was living with my sister. It was not. It took me a couple of days probably to stay in the house, maybe because I was just trying to make sure that every single thing is in order. Because when you have kids, you can't just leave.
How many years in were you when you found out?
7 years.
In the
But
marriage?
we were together for 13, 14 years.
13, okay.
So that was 3 years ago.
College sweetheart, high school sweetheart, something like
college.
that. College.
Yeah. Soon after college.
And what was the and this is gonna hit home for a lot of women. What was the healing process like? What did you do to heal?
Me? I went to find a good therapist.
You found a therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the thing is, when
Talk about it, because I think
I
people-
know.
that's fair.
think you should not talk about it with your friends, with your family, or with the church. Probably no. I think someone who's outside your community, because when you have kids, they still gonna see that person. He's still invited to our family. We go to church choir and he still go in our community parties. So I found a therapist, and that's where I dump all of my feelings, and it actually healed me better because she doesn't know him. So she's not biased. And, I'm paying her.
Well, she's biased because you're paying her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm saying is like, you know, she told me like all of the story. Of course, it's one-sided. And then the thing is with the therapist, they don't give you an advice. They will just listen. And the thing is when those moments, you don't need an advice. I don't care. No matter what you tell me, I already know what to do. You know, I already knew that I'm not staying. I was not planning to stay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Amanda.
Amanda? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask your experience with a cheating man. Go ahead.
Well, my experience with cheating man is basically because I gave too much too fast. Like, you know, my experience was be that wife.
What's gave too much? What's gave too much?
I'm breaking it down
okay,
for
thank you.
You know, talk.
Okay.
Basically being that wife, the cooking, the cleaning, and doing everything that a wife should do because that's how I was taught. I didn't know to give a man like a run for his money. You know what I'm saying? Like let him chase you. I never allowed that. Basically, we just get together and that's what it is. So it was never that I did anything wrong. It was the fact is I was that wifey material and I'm already there. So we are engaged. Most of my relationships I've been engaged or either been married. And they'll go cheat and like, oh, you're too good to be true. And then I'm a typical woman like, well, take me to her and see what she looks like. You know, I want to know the reason why. Don't have a reason why, you know, and then I'll get so that I don't want to sleep with the man anymore. I'll stay in the relationship. So I'll stay there so I can't say I hurt you and he'll end up leaving or whatever the case may be. But most in between, he thinking I'm cheating or doing something or whatever. So it turns crazy pretty much. But it's really, I really can't say it's been nothing really that bad. You know, and I'd sit and talk to conversations with my ex and all of that. So we talk about all that. And he thought, okay, what did I do for you to go do that? It wasn't you, it was me. And because of the woman that I am, that it's like, okay, I got to be tied down with this woman. She's not a regular normal woman that I can just, okay, have 4 or 5 different women. So the best way to have it is to go and do that. And then I feel like I was giving too much on a sexual level. Because when he comes home, I'm pleasing him, you know.
We had a topic the other week of give love everything. So, you know, now that we're contradicting. You know,
no, because you know why? You know, it's easy to say that. But if you meet a guy and you are this woman that's giving him everything, that's not what most of the 9 times out of a man wants from that woman. You know, they want to like a little bit of excite me. Let me take you out. Let me do these things. And I'm that type of woman like, okay, I'm ready to be in a relationship. You know, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. And usually I just be right in a relationship. That's what it is. We move in. We're engaged, you know, because I like being married. I don't like being single or, you know, being with this guy and that guy. So when we get there to that situation, it's easy for them to cheat because he really didn't get a chance to explore his options. He just jumped in a relationship with me. So that's how things happen sometimes when they cheat.
So post cheating, did you stay?
I did.
And how long did you?
I give you one chance and I stay. And then when I stay, and if you do it again, 9 times out of the time, most of my relationship I've been in, they don't do it again. So they stay. And it's me, because if that woman was kissing on my chest or giving head to my dude, you know, I'm not into it anymore. I can't put my mouth on your chest. I can't lay my head on your chest. So my mental state is gone to be affectionate with you and run your bathwater or your favorite drink when you come home. So that's the difference with me. I shut down like that. But I'll still cook for you, make sure the house is clean, I still take care of business. But then they thinking I'm cheating with another woman or a man. And I go through that. Like, oh, okay, so because I hang out with my female friends a lot or whatever. Because I have females that be wanting me, you know, off topic. But I'm just saying that's how I deal with the men that I've been in a relationship with.
So what's the synopsis for cheating men? We got a couple minutes.
Red flag?
Give red flags and talk more about healing. But give the red I don't want to talk about red flags because then you're going to have every woman searching everything. I mean, the red flag is real simple. Either he's into you or not into you. It's really that simple. And women say it's not that simple. I'm an emotional creature. I need this. But reality, if your man isn't touching you, ladies, if you are not in a tactile relationship with your man, something is not right.
Right.
Men are tactile creatures. Everything, most of what we do, we have to touch to be successful. I mean, to be successful. Yes, we have a mind. I'm not saying we're illiterate, we're dumb, but most of what we want to succeed it has to do with us being tactile, having to be able to touch, feel. Whereas women can send an emotional sound wave to another woman 30 feet away and be like, yeah, girl, I got you.
Yeah, because of the auditory.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to guys. We need to. So at the end of the day, if you're not in a tactile relationship with your man, I'm not going to say he's cheating because I'm not that dude that says no. Work on it. There's work that needs to happen. Go ahead.
It's like this. If you're having sex like 3 times a week and then all of a sudden it becomes once a month and then all of a sudden it becomes once every 2 months and it's, I'm busy at work, there's something going on. And usually your feeling will say there's something going on.
And the routine just basically changes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm going to the gym all of a sudden, honey. Oh, I'm going out with the fellas. I'm like, okay. It's always different reasons. If you see a pattern change with that man, something's going on pretty much. And
also it's the remember what I tell you, the core value of the human race. Humans don't deviate from something that feels good, from a crackhead to a sex addict.
Yep.
Humans don't deviate from what innately feels good to them. So if your partner or spouse, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife enjoys being around you, they're going to be around you. You get what I'm saying? Right. And there are some faults in that because people say he's around me, but I don't get this. Yes, that's where the communication lines and the tactile lines come into play too. The spirituality, the duality, that's where that comes in. And when you have that going, it's a special relationship. I mean, because there are always faults in a relationship. There's no rubric of a relationship. There's no two people on this earth that sets the example for a relationship, right? It's always a work in progress. You are not an there's no one couple that's an expert on a relationship.
Yep. And whatever's, like, for example, I always tell my friends this, there's no two love the same.
Right.
Meaning whatever's working with your friends, their relationship is great. It's working for them. That doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Because his I care for you and I love you language is different from her man. I care for her. I love her language. So therefore, she should actually protect herself. She should protect her, kind of like their team.
Wall it off.
Yeah, their
the
team.
Great Wall of China.
It's kind of like a teamwork. It's a teamwork. If something is not progressing, then therefore there's something's wrong.
So what did you do to heal yourself? Like, you found out. I know girls are like, how'd you find out he was cheating? How'd you find out your man was cheating? Quick, 5 seconds.
Oh, emails.
How'd you find out your man was cheating?
I just basically, it's probably weird, but I'll get sick and start vomiting, and that's how I know he's cheating. And he don't answer the phone, and I'll just show up and pop up, and I catch him every time.
Were you born in New Orleans?
No, it's just a gift that I have.
Are you a witchcraft?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we'll be back, and we're going to find out more reasons and how to safeguard yourself from cheating. We'll be back with adorable Amanda and Lady Roselle, and I'm not that angry now. I'll just call myself Fred Hawthorne. We'll be back.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax-deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Sports Guru and Bud Knocker from the Sportscast, Wednesdays, 12 to 2 Pacific on Rant Radio Network.
We got everything you need to know about sports. We got all the latest video highlights. We got You Got Knocked the Fuck Out. We got Bonehead of the Week. We're talking sports, drinking beer, and having a good time.
If you missed the show, go to rantradionetwork.com and listen on demand. So check us out every Wednesday, 12 to 2 on Rant Radio Network.
And we're back, and remix, and we're back.
I really like that conversation off air.
Yeah, we're having a great conversation.
great,
we should have
yeah.
just recorded it and then just left. But yeah, but what I will say is this, and in addition, we're talking about cheating and sustaining your relationship. In addition to being physically, having physical encounters or having sexual encounters with your partner, you also must reinforce his leadership role in the relationship. So it's two-pronged, and it's very simple, ladies. I mean, I don't give a damn if you are Queen Elizabeth or you're Michelle, the First Lady Michelle Obama, or if you're Condoleezza Rice. You're not suppressed in a relationship, but you have to identify him as the leader. You can make adjustments if you identify him as the leader. You get what I'm saying? And if you want to cheat proof your relationship, is
there such thing?
I'm going to get into that. There's no such thing, but prevention is better than the cure, right?
Yeah.
so
I really like that.
Yeah. So what's you still in my comment? But anyway, take it, run with it. So what I will say is this. Yes, give him as much sex as he requires, right? Give him as much attention as requires. But more importantly, in addition to it, these must run parallel. He has to remain the leader in your eyes. He has to be all things manly. You know, it doesn't matter who makes the most money. It doesn't matter what titles you have on your job, what titles he has on his job, what he's accomplished, what she's accomplished. At the end of the day, when you guys interlock and become a couple, he has to protect you. And in order for him to protect you, you must acknowledge him as your leader. Because followers, go ahead. I'll stop there. Go ahead.
No,
I can talk for like 13 minutes. I won't do it.
No, I'm just saying that if a man feels like there's no need for him in the relationship, he will not stay. There's supposed to be a purpose why he's there in that relationship.
Sure.
Like a woman need him for something. You know, it
Yes.
doesn't need to be like needed, you know,
Right.
like it's just like, you know, enable for her to welcome him. He needs to provide because a man is a fixer. They're always fixing something. They're always actually is the man energy to give. It's the woman energy to accept. So if there's no purpose for a man to be there in that relationship, he will not stay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If a man feel he is
Why am
not
I here?
wanted, why am I here? You're absolutely right.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Why am I here? Why am I here? So they usually like that question. And also when you said give all the sex, you know, he wants. But if she's not enjoying it, he will not stay. Because therefore,
That's another great point.
He needs to make sure that he's having sex with you because you're enjoying it
and receiving it.
And you're receiving him fully.
Yes.
And, you know, you're having fun. And next thing you know, the 3 times a day is gonna be 4 times a day.
Right.
You know, but if you're just doing it because you're putting him first, but you're not really enjoying it, he's not gonna see his purpose in that relationship.
You're right. However, but when you are enjoying it, it's bountiful, and you
Yeah.
know it can go an exceptionally long way. Now, the question I pose at the break is: can there be a relationship after cheating? You said yes. Is
Yeah.
your bond in a relationship stronger than the cheating?
Yes, it can survive, and it can be a great relationship after that. And it all belongs to communication. That's what it dwells down to, and how much you love that person. Because if you're into that man and you've forgiven him, like, you know, most women can't forgive you, like, oh my God, he cheated, da da da, or most men, like, oh my God, she cheated, whatever. But basically, it can survive. It's all about who you are as a person. You're very secure. If you're not worried about that woman trying to come get him or whatever, or he going with her, that means you start all over, but don't throw it up in his face. That's the one thing that people in couples, we do, is like, you did such and such in an argument. Did you forgive me or you did not forgive me? So that's why it keeps it going, and that's why relationships don't survive, is because of the mishap and they keep throwing up at arguments.
It is possible, but I think it depends on the foundation of that relationship before the cheating. You know, if there was a good foundation, and then what is if he was honest to why he cheated, he was honest, he's putting everything on the table, and he's actually willing to, you know, to put up work.
Sure.
Because she will need time to heal. Because the worst feeling is betrayal. Because every time I was closing my eyes, there was this feeling of just, I could not believe it happened to me. Because at 5 o'clock, he gets off of work. 5:05, he was at home. You know, when I said email, I didn't snoop. It was just there. You know, maybe because I was not snooping, that's why he just left his,
So men,
open.
don't connect your iPods to your cell phone, don't do it. Don't connect.
Well, you can't hide it.
No,
you
but
know?
I'm just.
Right.
How to be a successful cheater. Don't connect your apps or whatever you call them.
How
Don't
to be a
connect-
How you
successful
gonna get
cheater.
pointers on that?
I know, right?
Seriously,
But
Frank.
honestly,
seriously.
you cannot hide it. You're always gonna end up leaving a trail. You might not tag yourself in a picture. Someone will.
Right.
You know, and next thing you know, a month or a year, maybe 2-3 years later, because I found out 2 years after.
What's in the dark might come to the light.
Next thing, especially with the social media right
Right.
now.
Yes.
Which worries me when a guy don't have social media.
Would you end up finding
Why, your
something
boyfriend doesn't
somewhere?
have social media?
No.
He doesn't?
No, he's a very, very simple
Smooth brother,
guy.
smooth operator. He should be the first black 007, Mr. Black James Bond, smart
Yeah,
man.
he's a good
but
man.
so there's no way to cheat-proof your relationship.
There's no way.
There's no way. But I mean, and women are like, what about us?
You can try. I think you can
you
say
can
no.
try.
It's no. You can try.
You can try.
You know. Oh, by the way, fantasy doesn't go away just because you're married. So therefore, before you
Right.
marry the person, you need to know what his fantasy
Let's
is.
talk about that next week, called Fantasy Island. Let's talk about that next week. That's a good
because
topic.
Fantasy doesn't go away just because you're married. So you will know. You need to know what is your partner's fantasies.
What's your
because-
fantasy?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
She over here laughing.
What's your fantasy? What's your fantasy?
No, let's just give other people's
He's
example.
watching. What's your fantasy?
Of course, he's watching. He knows.
Oh, he knows your fantasy?
Of course.
Call in right now, boyfriend. Call in. His name is Roy. Call in.
Oh my God.
Call in. Well, we've heard now as Roy. Call in right now. We didn't know
Oh my God.
Lady
Anyways,
Roselle's fantasy.
we can be a topic next week. That's okay.
So we'll talk about your fantasy next week?
Not my fantasy.
Okay. Not your fantasy?
But we have some viewers, listeners actually. That
Yeah,
will
let's
be
have them
very-
call it. Yeah, actually, people don't like calling into this show. It's bad because I think it's all you, but for have them Instagram or message you. Let's talk about
fantasy.
fantasies next week. What's your fantasy, and how can you communicate to your partner you want that fantasy to come true?
Most of men likes 3 ways, 2 women.
Yeah, I mean that's plain and simple. I mean, every woman that's ever breathed a breath of air knows that
Right.
a man's
One of
fantasy
my
is to
friends
be
wants
with
to
two
be
women.
twins, not just two women. It
Midgets?
has to be twins.
So they have to be
twins,
midgets?
no.
I'm just asking.
Twins, like really, like oh my God, both sisters.
Two white twins, two Asian twins.
It doesn't matter as
Doesn't
long as
matter?
it's twins,
Right.
like sisters. Like he wants to bed sisters, and I was just like, oh. But that's his fantasies, I heard some fantasies that is just so weird.
What's
Me?
You
What's your fantasy, Amanda?
you ain't telling that on there.
What's your
Oh, it's
Best
really
kept
simple.
secret.
It's really simple. I said it. A man's
did you
fantasy is to be with two of the most beautiful women in the world at the same time.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
You never did that for him.
That's it. That's it. That's just what it is. I heard
So
that.
I would, I would advise a man to get it out of your way before you get married.
Do it before you absolutely. I mean,
Really?
I mean, if you can do it with your wife, I mean, that'd be great.
Uh-huh.
Too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
But
yeah.
therefore, you need to discuss that to your future wife that this is my fantasy and it's not gonna go away. You cannot say.
Okay,
it's
I'm
gonna
telling
go
her.
away.
I'm telling every woman out there.
It's not gonna go away.
You can suppress it. I mean,
Yeah.
because you
For how
don't think 'cause
long?
you don't think about it every day.
And
I
that's the
don't
thing.
think about it
Fantasy,
every day.
the fantasy doesn't actually have to happen every week or every night. Usually, once it happens, it's
But
done.
then check this out. It doesn't have to happen because it can stimulate you mentally, right? You get what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So the fantasy doesn't really have to happen. It can just be something to get you going.
Uh-huh.
Like say you've had sex 3 times in one day, right?
Okay.
And you're like, I don't really want to do this. So you go back to Fantasy Island. Okay, let's
Uh-huh.
get this going. Let's get this train back on the road. Let's get this train back on the tracks. Let's get it going. And we got 2 minutes left. So we can't cheat-proof our relationship, but
You can try.
you can try.
Yeah.
And
You can try to make it work afterwards.
and it can.
It depends on the foundation of that
And we
relationship.
found our topic for next week, Fantasy Island. How to fulfill your fantasies in
how
your
to
relationship.
discuss it without demasculating
How to
it.
discuss it
And
without.
usually, some of the women don't discuss their fantasies because of the feeling like she's a slut or a whore. I don't want him to judge me. Feeling judge.
So we got 1 minute. So how can they find us?
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Dirty Truth Radio Show.
Okay. And we're having a great conversation on Facebook. Everyone is commenting about anyway, so go to my Facebook. You can get into the conversation. But you got a good weekend coming up?
Yeah.
Good. What do you got? Anything coming up? What you got?
Nope.
Nothing?
It's my Sandra's birthday. Happy birthday, Sandra.
Happy birthday. It's Melissa's birthday, too.
It's Melissa's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Melissa. Thanks to Facebook, we know all this stuff, right?
I
Facebook
know.
is so cool. I covered the Timothy Bradley Media Day today, which was pretty cool.
Did he say how he felt
I didn't talk to him about
the
Pacquiao.
fake winning?
Nah, but I did. He's actually a good guy. He's actually a very humble guy.
Uh-huh.
And me, I was interviewing him, and what I learned is when you're just a nice guy, you're just a nice guy, no matter how rough and rugged your job is. And that's the difference between him and Mayweather. Mayweather is his bravado is, and some people bigger than life. But Timothy Bradley is a very humble,
He sucked.
married his high school sweetheart,
Oh,
had
yeah.
a kid,
Nice.
solid guy, just a nice quality man. you know?
Mayweather, I do not like Mayweather.
Yeah, you don't like Mayweather. Well, I mean, I love Mayweather. So, that was pretty cool. I got a chance to meet him, but that was good. So next week we got Fantasy Island,
Yep.
and we're gonna talk about we're gonna get Roy to give me Roy's phone number. I'm gonna call Roy right now. I'm
my
gonna text
God.
him,
Just leave
and we're
him
gonna discuss
alone.
fantasies.
I
and
feel bad for
I
him.
love Roy. That's gonna be the end of every show. We're gonna have a Roy segment every week. We have a Roy segment. All right, we'll be back next week, Fantasy Island, and Roselle's gonna talk about her fantasies with Mr. Roy. We got adorable Amanda, Lady Roselle, and not so angry Fred Hawthorne. We'll see you guys next week, guys.
Bye.
Fantasy
Love
Island
you
next
all.
week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.